Hey, it's AP Experiment. Welcome back to Rainbow Six Extraction. I decided to run it up as smoke and do a little short incursion. This is a nice little easy rescue. It seemed like my teammates were distracting the enemies really well, so I just snuck up from behind, grabbed the escort, pretty much crept up out of there. I know this map like the back of my hand, so I was like, all right, we're just gonna get a quick in and out with this one. Rescues are so fun to me, especially when they're the first objective, because if you know what you're doing, you can pretty much get in and out untouched, just like I did. No real damage taken, so then it was right on to the next objective, which I believe was, yes, the MIA operation. Slid right into the MIA operation. Took a little damage on my way there. I think it was while I was like looking for it, making sure to get the binding spurs off my teammates. We get to the, we get it started. You know me, blast away at the anchor points. Got to get them out of there. And really, honestly, the code to it is you really don't have to destroy the anchor points if your teammates just keep shooting the orbs that shoot off the things. You don't even have to really destroy the anchor cells. It's just easier to do such. But I realized that while doing some of my solo MIAs, because when I do my MIAs, I do them by myself. I do them on moderate, kind of just to get them out the way, because I don't really care like that. Um, Even though people say that MIA is tedious, I really found it easy and simple. Because if you're holding the guy, as soon as you see the little orb indicator pop up, turn, figure out which vine it's on, shoot that thing, keep pulling. You about 35 seconds, you have your operator out. It's not that difficult. It's not that hard. It's rather simple actually. But yeah, got the MIA in and out, pretty simple, and then went straight to the last one, which of course was the craziest. It was a serial scan, and when I tell you that even when editing, serial scans are annoying, I mean that. Like, this was originally maybe like a 2-minute video. As soon as I went to the serial scan, the video jumped immediately up another 2 minutes, because that was just the gameplay of the actual like serial scan objective. I think serial scan and sabotage are two of the longer the objectives, because you really have to take up that whole span of time. I think even with everyone on the objective, it's still about like a minute and a half worth of gameplay if everybody stands on the objective all at once. So I found out pretty much where the emitter was. Took some damage. I went down, of course. I was pretty much already low on health. So luckily my teammate came and got me. Good dude, solid dude, because he really could have left me there. I'm not gonna lie. I think he was low on health as well. I think it was the Ash who picked me up. I mean, not the Ash, the Alibi that picked me up. So he was low on health as well. So the fact that he came and got me was pretty bold of him. Not a lot of people would do that. A lot of people would have probably already headed to the extraction point, which we were already kind of close to when we hit the emitter. So I thought really we were gonna leave because everyone seemed to be right here, but we thugged it out. We decided to turn on the objective, and we actually did it. It was pretty nice and solid. You see me getting Sprawl out the way because I'm really just prepping for the evacuation. Like, I'm less worried about the actual objective, and I'm more worried about the evacuation. I'm trying to be as close to the extraction point when I die, because I knew I wasn't going to really make it. I was like, all right, let me just get as close as possible, so if I die on the extraction pad, they can't really leave me, because again, I'm playing with random teammates. I don't know if they're gonna pretty much jump out real quick. Like, you never know what teammates you can get. So I kind of just, was trying to play it closer to the extraction point. Luckily, all the points weren't too far from it, so it was pretty simple and pretty easy. We really did stick together. I'm actually surprised that me and the Alibi survived as long as we did. I really didn't expect us to survive that long. But we ended up getting, I believe, 2 of the objectives done before either one of us kind of went out, which was solid. For the most part, we had pretty much set up a good perimeter, cleared out all the nests where we were, closed all the doors. So as you can see, everything had to pretty much break through and come get us. And we kind of did that on purpose. And then that kind of pretty much set up everything up so that we could be, have a higher success rate, which was pretty solid. again, the amount of strategic gameplay I've seen from people is actually amazing. It seems like I've run into more people who are strategic now than when the game first dropped. So I think there might have been people who, when the game first dropped, who kind of bought this game like dry without pretty much knowing what it was. And it seems like now we're getting a lot of Siege players who are crossing over, because it seems like people are playing a lot more tactically now than they were before. Of course, you still have those people who are very gung-ho and loud and fast, but for the most part, it seems like I've been running into a lot more people who are newer players that are very tactical, very strategic. So that's been very, very solid. But yeah, it was right around here. You know, fight of our life, pretty much last objective. I don't know why that man tried to set up walls at this last minute. I probably would have helped him, but it was just a bad idea because I knew it. We were right by a window. I took a shot. Boom. I was out of there. The other teammate, I think the alibi went down shortly after me. And this was actually shocking to me because I expected this guy to, with 26 health, to kind of get out of there. But he ended up actually saving us both. Really solid dude, which is crazy for someone who has a level 4 Ella. And I believe Ella is one of the first people you get. And this is actually one of the first maps. So I wasn't really expecting him to come get us both, but he did. Solid dude, went through it, made sure to get everybody, which was great. Very, very happy about that. Always get to see good teamwork and team play. But it's been AP Experiment. I'll catch you on the next one.
Place your squad mate in the extraction pod.